Previously, on Everlasting Shenjiu, Rao Singha defeated Seiryu the Dancer, the mysterious leader of the Seiryu ensemble. In the final match against Gekidan Kamiyama, Rao's skill and craftiness, along with some tap dancing, secured his victory, lighting the eyes of the dragon on the wine lock. With all four ensemble leaders of Gekidan Kamiyama defeated, Rao, Cat Hellshire, and Fenghua Jian are invited by Maltia Kamiyama to a kimono party at Kamiyama Castle, where their final challenge to unlock the Everlasting Shenjiu will be revealed. It is February 6th at 7:55 p.m. in Yamanashi, Japan. Snow falls as Gekidan Rao uses the magic stealth cloud to travel to Kamiyama Castle unnoticed. The trio arrives at the castle grounds near a secluded area where they disembark from the cloud. Rao wears a black, white, and gold kimono, while Kat wears a pink kimono, and Fenghua is dressed in blue. Both ladies have their hair tied with a flower ornament.
Here we are, ladies. Kamiyama Castle.
Oh, how beautiful! It looks like a golden palace.
This castle is huge! It may even be bigger than Himeji Castle.
Himeji Castle?
Well, Himeji is supposed to be the tallest castle in Japan, but Kamiyama Castle is giving Himeji a run for its money.
Hey, look! There's a drone coming towards us.
The drone approached and halted before the trio.
Hello?
Hi, Rao-san. It's Hina. Do you see that drone that's in front of you?
Yeah. How could I not?
Follow it. It will take you to an alternate pathway into the castle. I'll meet you all when you arrive. See you then.
The trio followed the drone as it guided them through a hedge maze to a door where Hina was waiting.
Look at all of you in your kimonos! You all look wonderful!
Well, you look good as well, Hina. Oh, wait. You always wear a kimono.
Well, not always, but thank you anyway. Welcome to Kamiyama Castle. This castle serves as the main headquarters for Gekidan Kamiyama, as well as the home of the Kirin Theater. It serves as a rehearsal space, as well as presenting plays and special events. Like tonight, follow me as Maltia-sama is waiting for the three of you.
Hina leads the trio to the top floor of Kamiyama Castle, arriving at a hall with golden double doors featuring a Kirin design.
Here we are. Maltia-sama is waiting in this room. As I mentioned back in Osaka, Maltia-sama would like to see each of you individually. Fenghua-sama, Maltia-sama would like to see you first.
Why one at a time?
Maltia-sama has her reasons, but to sum it up, she wants to get acquainted with each of you.
It's not a problem. I'll speak to her.
Great. I'll be inside to oversee everything. Right this way.
Fenghua and Hina move through various rooms with automatically opening Fusuma doors. They reach a spacious tatami room where Maltia Kamiyama stands, dressed in a golden kimono with golden hair ornaments. Maltia smiles warmly as she approaches Fenghua.
Fenghua Jian, how beautiful you look in your kimono. Please, make yourself comfortable.
Though she remained a bit cautious, Fenghua couldn't help but silently admire Maltia's beauty. Fenghua kneels on top of the futon across from Maltia, who kneeled on her own futon. Hina kneeled near the middle, between the two.
Fenghua Jian, where are you going in life?
Where am I going in life?
Yes. When I saw you perform at the Hong Kong Lunar New Year dance concert, I immediately knew that your future is bright. Perhaps too bright, to where you may need proper guidance to reach it.
Thank you. But if you are trying to have me join your company, I must pass.
Oh no, it's not that. I am more than aware of how loyal you are to Rao Singha. But you still haven't answered my question. Where are you going in life?
I'll go wherever Rao Xiansheng goes. I owe him my life.
Do you really believe Rao Singha will lead you to a better future?
Yes. Not everything has been perfect, but we've always managed to shine through the darkest of times. I'm happier with him.
Well, I know where you should be going. To the top. You're a model for the Shenzhen Miracle brand with an amazing stage presence. Your performances in the Gekijo Kumite amplified it to a new level. And how you speak on stage is quite extraordinary. Who taught you English?
Rao Xiansheng did.
Rao Xiansheng. Of course. Your English is impeccable for someone who has lived in China all your life.
Thank you. But before I met Rao Xiansheng, I managed to learn some English by watching cartoons.
Cartoons? Very interesting. Let me show you something else that is interesting.
Maltia takes out a yellow gourd written in Chinese that simply reads Shenjiu.
In English, Shenjiu means divine wine. Once upon a time, there was a young girl who lived a peaceful life with her family, who safeguarded a special divine wine, a divine wine that cures any illness, as well as granting superhuman powers to those who drink it, contained in a wine gourd that can never run out. One day, a witch with an army intent on world conquest invaded her home and massacred her family to steal the divine wine for her own devious purposes. The girl escaped the massacre, but she kept a limited gourd of divine wine that would give her special powers. She then vowed revenge against the witch and her army and went on a quest for vengeance. She battled the witch's armies and became victorious against them. But when confronting the witch in battle, the witch already grew too powerful, and the girl was simply no match. The girl survived the battle, but she knew she needed more training along with help if she hopes to defeat the witch. Through a childhood friend, the girl found the help of a master who knows how to defeat the witch. The master hosts a competitive tournament among 8 powerful women held at his theater in front of an audience. This tournament is called the Gekijo Kumite. With the help of the winner of this tournament, the girl will be able to defeat the witch and her army, and thus saving the world. And so, our next production will present this story, and I want you to play the role of the girl who would become the heroine, the divine wine heroine.
A divine wine heroine.
Yes, Divine Wine Heroine is the name of the play, Fenghua-sama.
But I never acted in a play before.
I'll be writing and directing Divine Wine Heroine, so you will have my guidance. The play will be presented in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico? That's where Rao Xiansheng is from.
Yes, Gekidan Kamiyama is in a working agreement with Bacco Pacini to have it presented in his new theater, La Gran Pacini Theater. It's located in his own island connected north of Puerto Rico, Pacini Island.
Who's Bacco Pacini?
Bacco is the president of Pacini Tech. The technology we have is from his company, and he has generated billions of dollars for his work. He's currently the richest man in the world and a very loyal customer of Kamiyama Winery.
Accept the role of the divine wine heroine, Fenghua, and you will be one step closer to helping Rao unlock his gourd. Plus, you get to be the star, get paid, and have fun.
Wow, acting in a play. If it's to help Rao Xiansheng and the villagers, then I accept.
Excellent. To make it official, Hina will present you with a contract for you to sign committing to this production. Break it, and there will be consequences. Furthermore, there will be a cast announcement taking place at the Kirin Theater later tonight. Do not reveal your role to anyone until the announcement.
Fenghua reads the contract carefully before signing it.
Beautiful. Now that we will be working together, let's build the camaraderie. Let's play a game of rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, I love playing rock, paper, scissors.
Yes. We will only do one round. Hina will be the referee. If you beat me, you are free to go to the main hall to enjoy the party. If I win, you'll have to go back outside in the cold and walk to re-enter the castle. If it's a draw, you and I will have a friendly sparring session for 30 minutes.
A sparring session?
Through sparring, we'll get a chance to see each other's skills.
Okay. But you want me to spar in my kimono?
If you wish. Now let's begin.
On your positions, Ready? Go!
Rock, paper, scissors.
Fenghua-sama has paper. Maltia-sama has rock. Paper beats rock. Fenghua-sama wins.
Yes!
Congrats, divine wine heroine. Honestly, I hoped it would be a draw so that you and I can spar. But alas, now is not the time. Go on ahead and enjoy the party. Hina will send you info concerning the rehearsal schedule.
But what about Kat and Rasensheng?
They'll catch up to you, don't worry. Let me lead you to the main hall.
When you arrive, you will find very familiar faces at the party to keep you company. Now go on and mingle.
Hina directs Fenghua to a door behind Maltia and indicates the direction of the main hall, as Fenghua descends a flight of stairs leading her into a luxurious hallway, where several guests are dressed in kimonos, chatting and drinking with each other.
Shall we dance? Fenghua?
Fenghua turns around to see Haruna in her white floral dark blue kimono.
Haruna?
Surprised to see me? You look so beautiful in your kimono.
Thank you. I'm quite surprised to see you. You also look beautiful in your kimono.
Okini. I was instructed by Maltia-sama to wait for you and guide you through the hall. Come on, walk with me.
Fenghua and Haruna begin walking together through the hall.
Wow. This is such a beautiful hallway.
Yes. I want to say that I enjoyed our fight.
I think I did too.
You think?
I honestly don't remember much of it because of the sake. I do remember your strikes being hard, and me winning.
My strikes will be even more powerful. No drinking next time we fight.
No drinking. We'll see.
Fenghua and Haruna exchanged intense looks as they walked. However, they ended up laughing joyfully and smiled at each other.
Excited about performing in the play?
A bit. I never acted in a theater production before. Maltia tells me there are 8 women that will compete in the stories tournament. Are you one of them?
I'm not allowed to say yet until the cast announcement.
I bet you are.
Crazy super dance!
As the two women continued their walk, Fenghua observed a crowd gathered around 2 women in kimonos playing crazy super dance. One of the women, a young Japanese woman, appeared to be struggling with the game, while the other, dressed in a red, yellow, and blue kimono with short brown hair, enjoyed herself.
Crazy super dance. I love that game. Have you played it before, Fenghua?
No, I haven't. It looks fun.
Funny that they are playing in their kimonos. That one girl is playing very good.
As Fenghua took a closer look, Fenghua realized that the woman enjoying herself is Grace Yi.
Woohoo! Yes, I win! No one is beating my high score!
Grace?
Yes!
Meanwhile, it was Kat's turn to meet Maltia, as Kat kneeled and looked around the room.
Where's Fenghua?
Fenghua-sama went ahead to enjoy the party. She's all right, Kat. Don't worry.
Let's have a chat, Catherine Hellshire.
You can call me Kat.
Did you know that a butt is a measurement of wine?
No, I don't.
No, you do. Hina, explain to Catherine how much a butt of wine is.
A butt of wine is 475 liters. That would equate to about 3,200 glasses of wine.
That's a lot of wine.
A buttload of wine. And in the next phase of the Gekijo Kumite, your butt will be your best weapon. I'll explain.
Maltia, as with Fenghua, presented the Shenjiu gourd and all the information surrounding the Divine Wine Heroine stage play and the Gekijo Kumite tournament. However, she kept Fenghua's role in the play a secret.
Wow! A stage play, which has a martial art tournament in it that's presented in Puerto Rico and is funded by the richest man in the world? Wild. So, where will I be in this play?
You will be one of the 8 women competing. Each night you will compete, unscripted, in a tournament. But each competitor will have an advantage that will help them advance. That will be further elaborated once we begin rehearsals. If you win a tournament, you will get to team with the Divine Wine heroine for the rest of the play, and it will go according to the winner's script.
So I'll be fighting for real.
For the tournament portion, yes. There will also be a prize on the line. But win or lose, go through the entire run and Rao's gourd will be unlocked.
And what about my gourd?
Maltia takes out Kat's gourd with the Kami no Hakai talisman on it.
The gourd will be part of the play. But if you wish to help Rao unlock his gourd and help the villagers, accept your role.
Sure. Fine.
Kat was presented with the same contract as Fenghua, along with a stipulation to refrain from disclosing her role until the official cast announcement.
Now that the contract is signed, let's play one round of the game that won you this gold. Rock, paper, scissors. Hina will referee. You win, not only will you go on ahead inside to enjoy the party, I'll give you your gold back as well. You lose, you go back outside in the cold and re-enter the castle. If we both draw, we will spar with each other for 30 minutes.
Spar, huh? All right. But I am warning you, I'm good at rock, paper, scissors.
You give me warnings. Cute. Let's play.
Ready? Go!
Rock, paper, scissors.
Cat has paper, Maltia-sama has scissors. Scissors beat paper. Maltia-sama wins!
As expected. Enjoy the ride, Catherine.
Kat suddenly falls through a trapdoor as she slides down a pathway that leads her to land outside the castle on a pile of snow.
Did you have fun going down, gata pendeja?
Kat looks up and sees Marisol Saiga in her sea-designed blue and black kimono, with her hair tied along with a yellow sun-shaped ornament.
Oh, Marisol. Hi. What are you doing out here? In the cold.
Maltia-sama wants me to take you inside the castle. Just follow me.
Kat follows Marisol as they walk together, but Marisol remains silent.
So, how's
Don't talk to me.
Oh, all right.
Kat and Marisol went through an alternate entrance to the castle, which leads them to the main hall. As they entered, Kat spots Fenghua and Grace.
Fenghua!
Cat! Fenghua! What a surprise!
Haruna is looking on at the three women as Marisol approaches her.
Let's go, Haru-chan. Our job is done.
Haruna follows Marisol as she looks back at Kat, Fenghua, and Grace. When Fenghua turned around to try to introduce Haruna to her two friends, Haruna was already gone.
How are you two? Any progress on unlocking the guard for Rao?
You can say that there is. It's been a trip. But what are you doing here?
I thought you were taking care of Ligon.
I was, until Maltia Kamiyama approached me in my house.
Maltia approached you?
Yeah, she and her man. Maltia said she was impressed with my performance at the dance concert and wanted me in a project. I tried to refuse, but she has surveillance footage of me sneaking into Hong Kong Stadium and attacking Milton's goons. She threatened to report me to the authorities for trespassing the stadium if I don't agree, so here I am.
So, Maltia blackmailed you. Haha, jeez. How's he doing, though?
Ligon is doing fine. He has good friends looking after him now, so I'm not too worried. Where's Rao?
Yes, Kat. Where's Rao Xiansheng?
Probably talking to Maltia like she's been talking to us. Did she make you play rock, paper, scissors, too?
Yes, I won. You?
I lost.
I wonder... if Rao Xiansheng plays rock, paper, scissors with Maltia and ends up in a draw.
Yeah, Maltia said if we had a draw, I would spar with her for 30 minutes.
That's interesting. I know she's really tall, but can she really fight?
Yeah, just one good look at Maltia, and I can tell that she can rip anyone apart.
From a distance, the ladies noticed a paparazzi crowd around two people in kimonos. An elegant Asian woman with long black hair and blunt bangs and a purple kimono, and a suave Caucasian man with slick brown hair, a mustache, a soul patch, and a teal-colored kimono. Grace recognizes the man.
Baku Pacini. This party must be a real big deal if he's here.
So that's Baku Pacini. He's the richest man in the world.
Someone Milton is very jealous of.
Who's that woman with him?
She's young Bong-cha. She's a world champion in Shiram.
Shiram? What's that?
Korean wrestling. She is very, very strong.
Grace takes out her phone and showed Kat and Fenghua highlight footage of Bong-cha. The footage shows Bong-cha kneeling in front of her opponent as the two grab each other's sashes in a sandy circular ring. As the referee lets them go, Bong-cha immediately lifts her opponents in the air and slams her down to the ground, gently.
These footages show Bong-cha using different suplexes to bring her opponents down. But despite being very capable of hurting her opponents with them, she manages to protect them as she takes them down. Which makes sense since Shiram is known to be a peaceful sport in Korea.
Whoa, she's a freaking monster! Look at her hips, her thighs! They're huge!
Oh yeah. Well, Bong-cha entered acting recently, but it was only a guest appearance in some K-drama. I hear she and Baku are dating.
The lady saw Natsu Nakitori in her orange kimono with the phoenix design on it, chatting with Baku and Bong-cha. When the couple left, Natsu noticed Fenghua and Kat. Her smug expression turned to fear, and she quickly walked away.
That girl looked scared when she saw us. What was that about?
Oh, that's one hell of a story to tell you.
As the three ladies chat, Baku, with a glass of red wine in his hand, and Bong-cha walk further as a small wave of paparazzi invade them.
Oi! Get out! Get out!
Torashiro Chiba, in his black and white kimono, arrives with his men as they chase out the paparazzi.
Hello, Mr. Pacini. I'm Torashiro Chiba, leader of the Byakko Ensemble. An honor to have you in attendance. I apologize for these annoying paparazzi, but my security will strengthen.
So long as I can have a glass of wine in peace, it's no bother.
Torashiro then looked at Bong-cha.
Young Bong-cha, congratulations. I heard that you signed with Gekidan Kamiyama as a contracted player.
감사합니다. I'm honored to develop my acting career with Gekidan Kamiyama.
Yes. However, I wish you joined my ensemble. I know you want to act, but the Genbu ensemble is full of party-loving idiots who do not deserve someone of your stature.
It was not my choice to be with Genbu. I'm not allowed to say much, but Maltia-sama wanted Genbu representation in her next production.
If Maltia-sama wishes it.
Torashiro heard Barty McGuigan throughout the hall. At the castle's bar, Barty in a green kimono with a gold chain was surrounded by laughing foreigners in kimonos. Among them was Janni Linette in a white kimono.
Alright, shut up! I got a joke. What do you call a party that takes place in a bar? A Barty!
Bar plus a party equals Barty. That's a good one, darling. It's funny because your name is Barty.
It better be funny. Took me 2 weeks to come up with that joke.
After Barty finishes his sake, he violently throws the glass to the ground and unleashes a katana sword to the horror of the guests as they run away in fear. Johnny, however, looks on, excited.
Hey, look at me, everybody! I'm a samurai!
Oh, Barty, you look so manly with that katana sword.
Torashiro quickly confronts Barty as Barty swings his sword. Torashiro takes his own sword out and destroys Barty's sword.
Fucking hell, Tori! It's just one of those fake prop swords!
Even a swinging prop sword so carelessly is dangerous around people, you fool. And do not call me Tori.
Torashiro-san, please relax and have a drink.
I don't want a drink.
Everyone in the hall noticed the explosion, not knowing that calamity was happening from upstairs. Minutes earlier, Rao had been summoned and entered the room to meet Maltia. As Rao knelt on the futon, he took out a pair of binoculars and used them to observe Maltia, which perplexed both her and Hina.
Rao, what is with the binoculars?
You know, Maltia, I was concerned I wouldn't get a good look at your beautiful face. So I came prepared. But even by kneeling, you're still tall. My goodness. Say, Maltia, how's the weather up there?
Oh, ha, ha, ha. You dare mock me?
You mocked my hair back in Yokohama. I'll mock your height. So we're even. Well, in a way, since you're still as tall as a skyscraper.
Be very fortunate that I'm in a festive mood tonight.
With his binoculars, Rao notices the walled gold-framed portraits of spilt red paint on a canvas hung on the wall.
Interesting paintings you have on the wall there, Maltia.
These paintings you are seeing in your cute little binoculars are the blood of those who were foolish to challenge me in battle.
You fight? Against who? Godzilla?
Rao-san!
At ease, Hina. No, Rao, not Godzilla, but I have fought similar.
Similar?
Rao noticed the biggest canvas in the room, which featured what looks to be various bloody body outlines, which was smeared across the canvas as if it was dragged through.
Wow. You represent the Kirin. Yet I read that Kirins hate blood.
I'm a different kind of Kirin, Rao. It's true that Kirins despise blood. As a matter of fact, it weakens them. But for me, I don't see blood as bodily fluid. I see them more as paint, a part of my art. When blood is spilt through the competitive heat of battle and sheer effort to strive for greatness and survival, blood is beautiful.
Kind of weird, honestly, but whatever floats your boat.
You have been in plenty of bloody fights yourself, Rao. I'm well aware of your legend of winning the everlasting Shenjiu from the 8 immortals. To challenge yourself, you have issued challenges to many fighters in China to give them a chance to win a gold. No one has beaten you in a fight, and technically no one has. Yet you allowed Catherine Hellshire, a mere dancer with little fighting skill, to challenge and beat you in a game of rock, paper, scissors to win a gold. Precisely this gold.
Maltia points to Cat's everlasting Shenjiu. Rao takes out his gourd as it shines in response to Cat's gourd.
For reasons that have nothing to do with you, she was an exception.
And then the trouble Kurokage put you, Catherine, and Fenghua through in Hong Kong. Quite remarkable that all 3 of you survived.
You're the one who hired him to help Milton steal my gourd. And you have no right to have Cat's gourd.
As you know, I run a winery business. But I do not seek to be rich like Milton. I plan to use the Shenzhen miracle business to increase budget and recognition for the Gekijo Kumite project.
The Kami no Hakai talisman. Who exactly are you to use that?
The talisman? Only those who own the everlasting Shenjiu, or in this case a copy, are allowed to touch it, while others will be vaporized, right?
Maltia removes the Kami no Hakai talisman from the gourd and places her hand on it. Instead of being vaporized, she transforms into an ethereal being with blonde hair and white eyes, surrounded by a surge of energy.
That only applies to human hands. I, however, am a yokai. It does not apply to divine beings such as myself.
Oh, yokai?
Yokais are supernatural beings, Rao-san. Maltia-sama comes from a family of yokais and witches.
I have no need for the talisman. It was created for Milton as part of my deal with him. He gets your everlasting Shenjiu. I get his financial assistance, which is a partnership of Shen-Chen Miracle. But I knew that you would retrieve it back, hence the lock. Your skills will be of great use to me when we get to the next phase of the Gekijo Kumite.
Maltia releases her grip on Kat's gourd as she slowly reverts to normal. Rao was astonished at this discovery, but kept his composure.
Brings me to my next question. What is the next phase?
With a smile on her face, Maltia proceeded to explain to Rao about the info of the Divine Wine Heroine stage play and the tournament.
And your role is of the master who helps the Divine Wine Heroine and hosts the tournament among the 8 women competing. I'll be writing and directing this play.
That's the final challenge? To act in a play? And of all the places, it's gonna be in Puerto Rico.
It'll be a homecoming for you, Rao.
If that's the final challenge, so be it. I'll act in your little play.
Excellent. To make it official, please sign the contract to solidify the agreement. Keep your role confidential until the cast announcement tonight, or there will be consequences.
Understand that I have to read it. Signed.
Good. And now to improve camaraderie between us artistic directors, let's play a game of rock, paper, scissors. Hina will referee. You win, you get to walk straight to the main hall to reunite with Catherine and Fenghua, and I'll even give you her gold back. Lose, and you'll have to go outside and re-enter the castle. And if it's a draw, we shall have a 30-minute sparring session. A good chance to see each other's skills.
Before we begin, there's one thing I need to know.
And what's that?
Why did you pose as Seiryu the dancer?
Maltia and Hina was slightly shocked at this question.
I beg your pardon?
In Act 1, Seiryu's kicks were unusually light. Then it was the height. During intermission before Act 2, another Seiryu must have switched with you. Act 2 Seiryu was about an inch or two shorter than the Seiryu in Act 1, and it felt like I was fighting a completely different person. When you appeared on stage after the match, I wasn't staring at your chest just because you had a nice rack. Take away the heels, and I can sense that you share a close height with Seiryu from Act 1. And then the tap shoes. Not only were they comfy, they were warm. As if it was just worn. Finally, the scent. You have a distinct perfume that smelled like Act 1 Seiryu. And considering that you have a career in playing male roles, the discovery of you posing as Seiryu the dancer isn't too far-fetched.
Maltia looked at Hina before looking back at Rao, impressed.
And here I thought you stared at my breasts because you were such a pervert. But you have a good eye for detail. Am I Seiryu the dancer in Act 1? Well, let destiny decide whether I should answer that question. Get ready to play, Rao.
Get ready, go.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Both of you have rock. Draw.
Well, Maltia?
Maltia, clenching her fist, glares at Hina before standing up to tower over Rao.
Whoa!
Rao, unfazed, takes out his binoculars jokingly. Maltia then conjures a sword and slices Rao's binoculars precisely. Hina presents Rao with a katana sword.
We will spar for 30 minutes. In the first 10 minutes, we will battle with swords. Then, in the next 20 minutes, we will engage in hand-to-hand combat.
Sounds good to me. If only I had a ladder.
Timer is ready. Take your stances. Ready, go!
Rao and Maltia then engage in a sword fight. Both display extraordinary skills and are well matched, impressing Hina as she observes. Hina becomes so absorbed in watching the sword fight that she nearly forgets to keep track of time, only just noticing that 10 seconds remain before reaching the 10-minute mark.
10 minutes are up!
Rao and Maltia stop as Maltia drops her sword.
Why did I pose as Seiru the dancer? Because I just wanted to have a taste of what it's like to fight you. And now I want more.
Maltia then takes off her kimono, revealing a yellow one-piece suit, showcasing her phenomenal physique.
Wow, you work out.
Let's finish where we left off in Osaka. And this time, my kicks will not be light.
With great speed, Maltia swiftly performs a knee attack, mirroring Rao's own strike, and evoking a memory of a similar encounter with Seiru the dancer. They retreat from each other as Maltia executes a jumping kick, which Rao promptly recognizes.
Monsoon kick!
Rao dodges.
That's Haruna's monsoon kick.
Banshen Chento!
Now Fenghua's move.
Rao dodged Maltia's Fanshen Chuan To.
Hell hip whip!
But Maltia's hip hit his abdomen, knocking him down. Grabbing his legs, she performed a giant swing and released him into the wall.
Do you wish to continue making tall jokes, Rao?
To Maltia's surprise, Rao teleports behind Maltia. Maltia turns, but Rao delivers a devastating body blow to Maltia's ribcage as Maltia collapses to her knees in pain.
Damn you, Rao. How could you teleport?
I kept that small bottle Hina gave Kat in Osaka and took a drink before I entered. Now we're even.
Rao takes off his jacket and undergarment, while Maltia drinks Kat's gourd and heals herself. Maltia ties the gourd behind her before body starts to glow white, and wind surrounds her, causing her hair ornaments to drop. The flowers on her hair fall off as her long brown hair turns blonde, and her eyes turn intensely white.
Survive or die like a warrior! Yeah!
Maltia and Rao intensely exchange strikes, which has caused some of the property to be destroyed in the room. Hina looks on, getting worried.
Maltia-sama, Rao-san, this is only a sparring session. Let's calm down.
With the two backing away, Rao and Maltia begin to charge towards each other.
Singha Trento.
Singha Fist!
Their fists clash, causing a gigantic blast of energy that shot up through the rooftop and into the sky, which caught the attention of the guests. As the energy fades, the sound of the timer goes off.
30 minutes are up!
Rao and Maltia then stared at each other as Maltia reverts to normal. The two smiled at each other.
Good spar, Rao Singha. Good spar.
Your Singha fist is not bad.
Maltia turns her back to Rao, with hands on her hips. Maltia shows Kat's everlasting Shenjiu tied above her rear by a yellow ribbon.
I no longer need this gourd. I already got what I wanted. Take it.
Hell of a spot to put the gourd on.
Take it before I change my mind.
Rao said nothing as he takes Kat's gourd.
Hina will give you a new kimono before you head to the main hall with your company mates. The cast announcement will begin soon. Now that you've signed the contract, don't even think about breaking it. The contract is bewitched by my magic. You break your contract, you die.
Not enough to just lock my gourd. You went ahead to get me to sign a contract that can have me killed.
I must take precautions, Rao. Hina has your contact information to keep you informed of the details. I look forward to beginning rehearsals with you.
This way, Rao-san.
Hina leads Rao to change before entering the main hall. Maltia telepathically retrieves and dons her kimono, admiring the moon by Mount Fuji. Rao, refreshed with 2 gourds in hand, enters the hall and sees Kat, Fenghua, and unexpectedly, Grace.
Rao-senshin, are you okay? I heard a loud explosion. I was worried you were involved.
Yeah, Maltia and I were just getting to know each other better.
Was it a draw?
Yeah. In more ways than one. Grace? What are you doing here?
Kind of a long story. It's good to see you again. Kat and Fenghua informed me about what has been happening.
Wait, is that my gourd, Rao?
Yep. We'll be using this gourd for now to help cure the villagers. You all been informed about the play?
Yes, but I'm not allowed to say what my role is until the cast announcement.
Same with me.
Grace, are you in this play?
Yes, though I'm not allowed to say what role I play.
Well, ladies, our journeys are far from over. But I gotta admit, I look forward to this final challenge.
Hello, guests! Please gather and take your seats in the Kirin Theater. We will begin our presentation for our exciting announcement in 10 minutes.
At 10 p.m., the guests are now seated in the Kirin Theater. Rao, Kat, Fenghua, and Grace are sitting together near the stage. Except for the international press, every single audience member are wearing kimonos.
全部アンサンブル白虎アンサンブル朱雀アンサンブル清流アンサンブル劇団神山ただいまから特別プレゼンテーションを始めます
Hina enters the stage to a round of applause.
Minasan, konbanwa! Hello, everyone! Welcome to the Kirin Theater at Kamiyama Castle in Yamanashi, Japan. I'm Hina Chiba, stage manager of Gekidan Kamiyama and manager of Kamiyama Winery. We are here for the grand announcement that we've all been waiting for. Without further ado, please welcome President and owner of Pacini Tech, all the way from Pacini Island in Puerto Rico, Mr. Baco Pacini.
Hina steps aside as Baco Pacini, wine glass in hand, stands center stage.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I am pleased to announce that Gekidan Kamiyama and myself are in a working relationship in presenting a grand play to premiere next month on Pacini Island, located north of the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. This will be Gekidan Kamiyama's debut in the West, and I'm sure this will be the start of a historic tour that will change how theater is viewed. To announce this play, it is my honor to introduce the artistic director of Gekidan Kamiyama, the lovely and very talented Maltia Kamiyama!
As Baco finishes his wine, Baco elegantly but sharply throws his empty wine glass down off stage before clapping for Maltia as she enters the stage. Maltia enters in her golden kimono with her hair tied and ornaments back in place. As she holds the yellow gourd that reads Shenjiu, Baco embraces Maltia with a hug before stepping aside to get another glass of wine.
Welcome, everyone, and to the international press present tonight. I hope you are all enjoying your evening in my beautiful castle. Please excuse the explosion from earlier. We are preparing for our fireworks celebration after the presentation, and some of us were eager to start early. Many of you may be curious about the kimonos. Why do we wear them tonight? Kimonos symbolize good fortune and longevity, and we are gathered here tonight to manifest them for the production I am about to announce. It has always been my dream to present a show in the West, and thanks to Mr. Baco Pacini, we have reached an agreement to make this a reality. This initiative will also promote tourism and business on Pacini Island and throughout the beautiful island of enchantment, Puerto Rico. On March 6th, Gekidan Kamiyama will present the world premiere of an original, innovative play titled Divine Wine Heroine. This story revolves around a young woman who possesses a magical wine gourd, reminiscent of the one I am holding, as she embarks on a quest for vengeance against those who murdered her father. However, this is not just a simple revenge tale. It is a narrative filled with magic, adversity, excitement, unity, and unforgettable competition. Within this story, the Gekijo Kumite tournament will take place, contested unscripted, featuring 8 of the most beautiful and powerful women the world has ever seen, presented in the stunning La Gran Pacini Theatre on Pacini Island. The play will run for 4 nights, and the tournament winner of each night will join forces with the Divine Wine heroine to battle the malevolent forces of the woman who killed her father, the Divine Wine Witch. Additionally, competitors will have the opportunity to earn points, and by the end of the run, the competitors with the most points will be awarded the Gekijo Kumite Championship, along with a prize of $1 million. Now, you must be wondering about the identities of the 8 women, the key players in this tale, and the Divine Wine heroine herself. I will now hand over to our stage manager, Hina, to introduce the cast.
It is my honor, Maltia-sama. Let's first introduce the 8 powerful women who will compete in Divine Wine Heroine's Gekijo Kumite tournament. When your name is called, enter the stage. First, she is an actress and world champion of the Korean wrestling art of Shira, the Empress of Shiram, hailing from Seoul, South Korea, the newest member of the Genbu Ensemble. Enter the stage, Bong-cha. Next, she is the highly reputed Broadway strong songbird from New York. Formerly from Suzaku Ensemble, but now fighting out of Byakko Ensemble. Enter the stage, Janni Linette. Next, these Chinese twins are indeed magnificent musicians and excellent singers. But together, they are the twin queens of pro wrestling. Representing Suzaku Ensemble, enter the stage, Sarah Mui and Sina Mui, the Mui twins. The world karate champion and perhaps the deadliest dancer in all of Japan, the Dragon Princess of Karate, representing SAITO Ensemble, enter the stage, Haruna Tatsushima. The former undefeated world boxing champion of Puerto Rico, the dragon goddess of boxing, also representing SAITO Ensemble, enter the stage, Marisol Saiga. The next contestant hails from Hong Kong, who was recently featured in the widely acclaimed Lunar New Year dance concert directed by Lai Gon-woo. She is the championess of water sleeves from the Dancing Fist Kung Fu School in Hong Kong. Enter the stage, Grace Yi. The last contestant is a dancer from New York City, representing the newly formed Gekidan Rao, the Hell Hit Goddess. Enter the stage, Cat Hellshire! And now for the main players. Making his stage debut, the recently retired middleweight champion of mixed martial arts. The barbarous bad boy plays the barbarous general that fights for the Divine Wine Witch, the newest member of Gekidan Kamiyama. Enter the stage, Barty McGuigan! Playing the heroine's father, who fiercely guards the Divine Wine, but died defending it. The world fencing champion, who recently played the role of Musashi Miyamoto in the Gekidan Kamiyama's production Legend of Musashi. He's the leader of the Byakko Ensemble, and he's also my uncle! Enter the stage, Torashiro Chiba! Now, the man who is the drunken master, who will guide the Divine Wine heroine to victory, as well as host the Gekijo Kumite tournament, the artistic director of Gekidan Rao, the magical wine king of combat, the king of the Singha fist. Enter the stage, Rao Singha! And next, playing the titular divine wine heroine, is the enchanting dancer who enchanted Hong Kong in the Lunar New Year dance concert, who enchanted us with her brave and unique performance in the Gekijo Kumite in Japan. And she will now bring her enchanting performance in the island of enchantment, Puerto Rico! The divine wine heroine! Enter the stage, Fenghua Jian! And last and most definitely not least, the main antagonist who will play the Divine Wine Witch and will battle the Divine Wine Heroine. She is also the writer and director of this innovative play. The artistic director of Gekidan Kamiyama, Maltia Kamiyama! Ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause to the cast of Divine Wine Heroine!
Long live Gekidan Kamiyama! Long live the Divine Wine Heroine!
The cast of Divine Wine Heroine gathered on stage as the press takes photos, as the audience applauds. Some in the cast are surprised, and some are angered to see each other. But when gathered on stage for a photo op, they all smiled in unison, for together they would make history.
The fireworks presentation has begun. Please, gather outside, everyone.
Everyone gathered outside Kamiyama Castle to see the awesome sight of fireworks near the symbol of Japan, Mount Fuji, as they all raise a glass for a festive night, closing a chapter of this tale. However, a different set of fireworks is happening elsewhere in the world. At 11:05 p.m., Guilin, China, Yishu Village. The once vibrant village of the performing arts is now in flames as buildings crumble and villagers flee in terror. Walking methodically out of the flames, drinking out of a huge wine jug in his giant hand, giant Guai appears.
The earth quakes beneath Giant Guai's feet. Giant Guai's spirit will burn the world!
The haunting words of Giant Guai echo as he begins to strike terror on the stage that is the world.